Yo,
Can you hear me, cuz?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on. Okay.
Of course you are.
Oh, there we go. Yo,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, loud and clear. Let's go.
What's up, cuz?
What it do?
Well, I'm on daddy duty right now.
That's cool. Never in a thing.
Say, what's up, people?
Hola. He trying.
Yeah, he trust me. All you do is try to move. Okay, man. Come on, cuz. Be cooperative for a second. There we go. Said this nigga next time sleep.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a session earlier. But,
Where you at, your mama's?
yeah,
I can tell from the basement.
yes, sir. But it's not though for the people out there.
What's up, though, cuz? Y'all got a show today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow evening. Really, it's our doors open at 6:30. See, this was
Gotcha.
so crazy about our shit. You can go to our event from open to close and still have a move for that night. You be
Yeah.
done with our shit at 11. You still go out.
Right, nah, true. True that. Say that. Hold on, brother. I'm guessing you're gonna be able to edit all this, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is what it is, man. This is what it is. This is gonna be a bonus episode of the podcast. I guess I can introduce it. Um, as the people may notice, Senior next time is not here. He is redacted
We should have a
from
kid.
this episode. He's redacted, and I gotta hold it down. So for those of you who may
I
not
mean,
know,
you're more than capable.
yeah, I think I can handle. I think I can handle at least you on this one. Pause. All right. So for the people who may not know, who are you? Who are you? And then who are you to me?
I am Alex from Brother to Brother. I'm not sure how many people know about Brother to Brother. It's probably something out there to do, but it was a YouTube channel that did I back in the day. You feel me? But I'm also this guy's cousin, his big cousin, big cousin, big cousin here.
Right.
Um,
Facts.
but yeah, man, I'm just a regular old dad, YouTuber, podcaster. I guess I'm trying to TikTok it up now too.
Yeah. You on the talk?
Yeah, I'm trying to do something. It's not as easy as Instagram with the reels and stuff, but
Nah,
I'm trying
you can get real busy
to.
on TikTok though. You can get real creative.
Oh yeah, I already know. I'm trying to learn it now. Okay, then come on, kid. Come on, kid.
Yeah. I probably do be recognizing for some of those reels. I know we be reposting some of your stuff on the Instagram page. Shout out
Yeah.
to @always looking with our Instagram. But
To keep it
so
a buck,
basically,
they probably see me on Facebook too. I just went viral on Facebook.
oh word,
Yeah.
what
Uh,
uh
uh,
what what happened?
that Lucille Bogan video that I did, I don't know if you remember it, but I was reacting to that lady singing that song. It was like a 1935 song, and I just reacted to it. And I posted it on Facebook. You hungry, G?
You said hell yeah.
He's always hungry, man. Okay. You and your brother can't let daddy do nothing. No, talking about him and his brother. They always interrupt you. Oh, but yeah, man, I'm just a regular old black man out here. Try to be a great dad. Yeah, man, I ain't nothing special.
So tell us a little bit more about Brother to Brother. I see you got the background. I see you got the shirt. What is that? What is you got the hat? What does that mean, bruh? What is that? What is Brother to Brother?
So, Kaden, come on, cuz. You
Speaking
really
of Brother to
my
Brother,
vibe.
now you got two brothers.
Right,
Yeah,
I know.
though. Yeah, though. I just tagged you on the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah, though.
All right, so yeah, you asked me about brother to brother. All right, so let's hop back into it. Yeah, bro, what was it? It was 2000. It was the end of 2016. It was like October, November. And me and my brother Dre. It was like, bro, we gotta try and find a way to get some money. And he's like, what's something we could do that bring in money? And for me, at that point, I had started watching YouTube a little bit more. Some of the people on YouTube, a couple YouTube groups and stuff like that. We had started watching them. It's like, bro, what can we do? We was like, we could do reaction videos because I think we've seen a couple people reacting to videos. It's like, we could do reaction videos because me and you together would probably be crazy. He was like, yeah. So it was like, we started there. It was like, we got to figure out a name. And the name took us a minute because we was just like, bro, what do we call it?
Right.
And then it was one point where it was like, brother to brother. Okay, just brother to brother. Like, I'm your brother, you my brother. It'd be brother to brother in terms of me to him. The way we argue,
Right.
it could also be some type of pro black. We pro black over it, so it could be brother to brother with the hair. That's what the thing is behind me. People can see it. I mean, how I'm out the way. But yeah, so it was what can we do? What can we do as two brothers who here all day? Like I'm there with him all day. So it was like, what can we do? So we started figuring out the YouTube, came up with the brother to brother. And then it was just from there, we just went with it. And for about 4 years, 3 years, 4 years we really started popping like the beginning of 2017 is when everything started to kind of ascend in a way of you notice the difference. You notice the difference from the first month in December, from December 2016 to like February, March of 2017, you kind of seen it gradually go up each month. Like the first month, I had this on them platforms. The first month, you kind of just gonna be there. You ain't really gonna get no traction. Your videos ain't gonna get no views, but you starting. So starting kind of helps. So when we got, like I said, a couple months in, and we started noticing like, oh, this video got 500 views. That video got 700 views. Like the video after that got 1,100 views. So it was like, all right. So then we thought, well, how do we maximize it? How do we maximize it in a sense of being able to get out as much content in a week as we can, to the point of like we were dropping segment wise, not segment wise, but more so like Monday. We kind of would drop Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or we would drop Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Saturday. And we did so much research, bro, before we started in terms of like how to post on Instagram, what time to post on YouTube when. Like, cause I can tell you, I can give a little bit of game about something we learned some years ago about YouTube, Instagram, and all that. And this is just I ain't gonna do it the whole thing, but I'm gonna give a little bit now because I feel like some people may or may not know. But like when you start to post, you gotta think logically about stuff. If you gear towards kids, what time do you post? What time should you post? If you gear the kids, you can't post at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They in school. You got to post at 3 o'clock when they get out. If you cater to adults, people who not in school, when do you post? Can't post while they're at work. Most people work a 9 to 5. Anything in between that, you're not even gonna get the most traction. But what do people do when they get off? Go to their phone. 9 times out of 10, when you get off, you're going to Instagram. If you can see my post on Instagram at 6:30 because you just got off at 5 and you got home at 5:30, you sat down, you took off all your clothes, you say, you know what, I'm gonna get on YouTube. or I'm gonna get on Instagram for a second. Let's see what's popping. You see brother to brother. You're a sports fan. You see brother to brother pop up. They got a new video on YouTube. Posted 6 o'clock on Instagram. Show this 45-second clip to make them feel like I want to go watch that. Then you get the traffic on YouTube. So what we learned was being able to put out as much content as you can on the social medias and pushing it to YouTube or whatever you do. And that's basically that's a really big thing now for people who do all kinds of stuff. They push it to OnlyFans, they push it to YouTube, they push it to their product link, they push it to everything else.
Have you seen us peak game with that? Have you seen us peak game with that with the clips?
Yeah. The clip thing to me, and I think I told you this. I think I tell a lot of people it when they first start. Is the clip thing with me is you got to entice people to watch your stuff. If you post the whole thing on Instagram, what reason do they have to go to your YouTube? You just post a whole 3-4 minute clip on your IGTV. They've seen it all. They're not gonna go to your YouTube. They could care less, especially if they seen majority of it. They seen the good parts, because 9 times out of 10, what you post on Instagram is either gonna be the full thing or it's gonna be up until this point of the traumatic or the most in your face thing. That's what you're gonna do. So it's crazy that now that's a real tool on Instagram, is to post clips to shoot it to the thing. When we started doing that 4 or 5 years ago, which was just something
people would think that I got it from like Joe Rogan or from like No Jumper and shit like that. It's like, no, the first person I see to do was you type shit. So I knew when I started making content type shit, I'm chopping it up just like that.
Yeah, that was something that I came up with when we first started, because I had to figure out how to push it out. We got the content, and on YouTube, you can get lost in YouTube. You can get lost. I'm gonna take my breath. You can get lost in YouTube because there's so much stuff on YouTube. So what is another way for people to go directly to your YouTube instead of searching for stuff and your YouTube pop up? Because if you just starting, it might pop up, but it's gonna pop up 3 pages down. They may not even get to yours before they get to that 100,000 video that they want to see, even if you're doing something similar. Your video may be better than that, but there's so many views on that video. And that's another thing I learned that I don't know if a lot of people know or not. And they do now, but people watch videos because of the view count. You guilty of it, I'm guilty of it. Right. I can get on YouTube right now. If I see a video that kind of piques my interest and it got 1 million views, I'm gonna go look at it because I want to know why did 1 million people look at that.
Right.
Instead of this person whose video looks like it's probably better than that one, but it's only got 23 views because it's stuck in the algorithm because it can't get brought to the top. So when you see certain, and that's why when I would post certain stuff. I would post certain stuff of certain videos that had the bigger amounts of views. When we started hitting, we went from hundreds to thousands, and from thousands to like tens of thousands, 5,000, 6,000, up to that. So when we started getting the videos, I started taking clips of certain stuff and posting it. That lets people, like I said, that lets people see one piece of it. Because I wasn't if you remember correctly, I don't think I was posting whole minute videos. If I remember correctly, I was posting 30-second video. It may be 45 seconds with the intro, the clip, and the outro, because that's another way of me putting this here. You see brother to brother, you see the video, you see brother to brother before you leave. Let me go check brother to brother out on YouTube. Let's see what they talking about. That's how it was happening. So what I had to notice when we got further in was it was starting to work. It started to work to a point of where I got to the point where it was like, all right, I got to post a clip every day. I have to post a clip. Sometimes I need to post 2 and 3 clips, especially if we got videos coming out. I would post blooper reels. I would post anything that we had that would be content so that I had something to post. I would post a clip of one video. I would post the bloopers of one video. I would post you remember the Buffalo Wing Challenge?
Right.
Like, that's one of our best videos. That video didn't do a lot of views, but I pushed it so much on social media that the views kind of went up a little bit, but it never hit a real peak. But you know what videos did hit peaks was the sports videos. But you know what's messed up about the sports videos? Copyright.
Right.
You can't make no money off that. We got 100,000 view video on YouTube and can't do nothing, couldn't make no money off of it because the whatchamacallit was copyrighted. So when you
That's
say
wild.
when the brother stuff, like yeah, I wear it, and it's just not what it was. And as many
Right.
times as I try to come back with it, it'll never feel like that. But at the same time, I feel like, and this just may be me, this may just be me being me. I feel like we were influential in a lot of different stuff before now that you can't really take credit for it because YouTube didn't go crazy. You didn't like, but I remember it was even two people podcast, bro. I don't remember a lot of two people podcasts 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Before me and Dre started doing that 1 and 2 person, it was always one person.
Right.
If you remember the YouTubers, it was
Right.
one person. Most of them YouTubers were by themselves. Then YouTubers started to kind of see, oh, you got two different personalities, because that's what made me and him so hard. He was a calm antagonist, and I'm the rah that I'm gonna go off. So it's like he's on one side being calm, I'm on the other side being crazy and wild, and it's not even fake, because that's really how we are in real life. I could be yelling at him in real life, and the nigga just talking to me like there's nothing going on. So that's how we were on camera, and I started noticing people start implementing that. Oh, we gonna add another person. So the brother stuff, bro, that was just me and him trying to use everything organic about us and about our relationship, trying to figure that out, and it just kind of spawned into brother. But like you said, the crazy thing is that I do have 2 boys now.
Yeah.
I got 2 boys that especially when Kaden gets of age, I can be like, yo, we getting ready. Yeah, we gonna make this. We're gonna make this thing pop because of that. Because Kari's personality is a little bit like mine. I just don't know what Kaden's gonna be. But yeah,
Yeah, that is interesting.
Brother was just something in time that we kind of just wanted to put our stamp on something. We wanted to try and leave some type of an imprint, and I feel like we did. But I also feel like social media and YouTube is such a what have you done lately type thing, which is most stuff. We just kind of once we stop, we kind of just you get thrown to the side, and not by anybody's fault. It's just so many other people are doing stuff. So many other people dropping videos, and like we still got like 200 videos on the page. It's crazy that we dropped that many videos in that short amount of time.
That's facts. It still
It's
got
like
that body of work right there.
Yeah, like if any point if my Instagram or my TikTok do pop, like that's another thing I can point back to. Is like, yeah, we kind of did this on YouTube too. Just something happened and we had to stop. Because I don't doubt that if we would have kept going, we would have been able to be one of, like right now, we would probably be one of them high earning YouTube groups or YouTube channels or whatever it is. We definitely would have been up there. But the fact is that it stopped so fast that it just, at this point, it was just something in time. That's what brother was. It was just something at that time. It's just something that we have that we can always go back to. And it's crazy having kids now because Kari don't want to do nothing but watch it. Like Kari would be like, Dad, let's go watch Brother. And I'm just looking at him like,
trying to watch Brother for real?
Yeah. Especially when he found out, like when he found out 2 years ago we had it, he was like, because the crazy thing is I ain't necessarily telling him. His cousin told him because his cousin knew and his cousin watched it. His cousin showed it. I guess his cousin watched it one day when he was out there, and he came home. He was like, Daddy, why you ain't tell me you got a YouTube? He's like, you got a YouTube? Like, yeah. He's like, can we watch it? So yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That make a nigga want to cry.
Bro, I've had people hit me. I've had people see me out. I was at the liquor store one day. It was the same person a couple of times. I was at a Little Caesars. I was at a liquor store, and I might have just been out there like a thorn. It was the same person each time, bro. And he was just like, every time he seen me, he was like, bro. The first time he seen me, he's like, bro, I watch y'all videos. I was like, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes I didn't think about it and that like that. Like I'm thinking about it like that's something we just doing. I'm not thinking about it like people actually watching it and people really be like, yo. So when he said, I had to kind of had to, because I think he came, he was like, yo, bro, he's like, where I know you from? I was like, I don't know, bro. He was like, hold on. He's like, bro, like he's like, yeah, you from brother to brother. And it kind of take you back. You're like, word? Like, yeah, that's me. He's like, bro, I be watching your video. You already make me and my partner do a YouTube channel and shit like that. I'm still trying to get and that's the type of stuff. Like I don't know if I told you, I seen a nigga walking down the mall with the shirt on one day. I ain't say nothing to him.
That's wild.
I ain't let him. I ain't say nothing to him. I ain't let him know nothing. Me and Netta seeing, we was in St. Matthew's Mall. We see him walk past us with the brother shirt on. And you feel me? I ain't say nothing. I ain't even trip. It felt good. Don't get me wrong, it felt good. But I ain't run up to him like, bro, I ain't do nothing like that. But he DMs me maybe a week or two later. And was like, bro, I ain't know that was you in the mall, bro. He's like, I walked right past. He's like, bro, I had the shirt on and everything. I said, yeah. I said, I saw you, bro.
I saw you.
I said, I just didn't say nothing. I said, I ain't say nothing. I ain't gonna run up on you or nothing like that, but I saw you. It's like, bro. He's like, my bad, bro. I'd have said, it was like, nah, you good, bro. Trust me. But yeah, bro, it was something that was dope in that time. Like we had a shirt on ESPN, Sports Nation. Buddy
Yeah,
wore one
but
of our
I
shirts.
remember seeing that live. I just so happened to be watching that day.
Yeah.
And I said, whoa, hold on.
It's so
bro.
crazy. The crazy story behind that is we were trying, like, and see, that's another thing that we were doing that I don't know a lot of people were doing. At that point in time, we were trying to send shirts out to anybody. We were trying to get everybody in a shirt. You don't even have to shout us out. Just wear the shirt. Get the shirt and wear the shirt. Like when we did it with Lamar and Drew Bailey, when Drew Bailey played for Louisville and when Lamar played for Louisville, like we had a relationship with Drew because of all the Lamar videos that we did and all the Louisville videos that we did. Drew might have hit us up on Twitter or something like that and was going back and forth with us. We might have got Drew's number and all that. So we talking to Drew's like, yo, do you think you can get a shirt to Lamar and just have him put it on? Like we don't even really want. I mean, we would love something for him to say something. We just want to get him a shirt. So he was like, yeah, bro, just send the shirts to the practice facility. We'll get the shirts there. I'll make sure Lamar get the shirts. So cool. So we do it. And I think some time go by and we send the shirts out. I don't even think we really we were excited. We were thinking about it, but it never really it wasn't nothing that we really thought was going to completely happen. But I got a text one day from Drew, and I'm like, what is this? I was like, Drew probably got the shirts. Drew sent me the picture. It's him and Lamar already in the shirts.
Shit.
So when we got that and we posted it, I think that made people, especially a bunch of people in the Louisville community, wanted shirts when they seen Lamar. Like, this is two players from the football team with their shirts on. We need a shirt. So the thing with dude LV Grandison from Sports Nation is we were just hitting celebrities at that point. After that happened, we were hitting celebrities. Certain people that, especially them lower tier sports commentators, because that's what we were doing. So we were just hitting people, and we know. My brother noticed one day was like, "Yo, he always has on a certain shirt. He'll have a cardigan on, and then he has a t-shirt, a printed shirt on." Right. Dre was like, "Bro, I wonder if we could get him a shirt." So my brother wrote him, and he just wrote, he's like, "I see that you wear these type of shirts on the show. We were wondering if we could send you a shirt." He may not have responded immediately, but he came. He's like, "Yeah, just send the shirts to the ESPN's facility. They'll get it to me. I'll wear it. I'll let you know what day I'm going to wear it so y'all can know." Cool. I don't think he remembered to let us know, but he wore the shirt. So I think we were checking Sports Nation every day. We already watched it, but every day it's like, "Hey, bro, it's 4:00. Turn Sports Nation up." So we turned it on that day, and he got the shirt. But that felt amazing. That's crazy. One of the biggest accomplishments. Yeah, that's one of the biggest accomplishments that we've had, that I had, and I still feel crazy between that and Lamar putting on a shirt, bro. And Lamar telling my brother happy birthday. Them are the three things from the brother that really. And what's so crazy is I don't know if I've ever told the story, and I know I'm talking, but you know how.
No, go ahead.
When we were doing it, one Louisville game, we got access to a suite. We got passes so that we could cover the game and take some pictures of the game and shoot some videos of the game. Like, we were in a certain place. Like, we weren't in the stands. We were in a box. Like, they let us in the box. It was me, Dre, my mom, and my brother. We in the box. Like, we up there with all these sportscasters and stuff like that. We were over with the DJ. Like, he's deep. And like, we're watching the game from a corner. And that all came from, as much as we followed and reported on the team, Kenny Klein, who was, I don't think he's a sports director, but he's something. He's some type of director to where he has access to all that, to where we just asked one day and was like, "Yo, is there any way we can get some media credentials? We're trying to do this for the YouTube. We're trying to see if we can bring our camera in, this and that." And he wrote us back and was just like, "Yeah, we'll make sure you guys get the passes." And it was just like, bro, that was crazy, bro. That felt like we had arrived in a sense of, at least on the Louisville scene, Louisville sports scene, we had arrived in some type of way because we got literal like backstage. Like they were backstage. They were sports media passes. Like it might have said media pass on the thing. I still have that somewhere in. But yeah, bro, it was so much shit from the brother to brother that when it stopped, the reason why we never picked it back up is because it was so hard to get back into the feeling of actually liking, like wanting to do it for nothing. It was super hard. Because we built up so much momentum, and then they just started hitting us with so many copyrights, bro. Like we got copyright after copyright after copyright after copyright, bro. It just never stopped. And they were they started once some of our videos started gaining traction, they would hit it with a copyright. We may hit like 8,000 views, and then the copyright claim came in. So now anything after that, you can't make no money on. They just started, and it almost felt like somebody was telling, bro, because they would come in waves. Like it's just not one video that they flag. Like they were flagging videos back to back to back to back. Like even videos we had done a year prior, they start flagging. Like, dang, bro, we can't win for losing. And then we kind of pivoted to telling stories and stuff like that. But it just never hit the same as the sports. So it was just, once we tried to get back into doing it and get back into doing the podcast, and it just, for me, and I had that conversation with my brother after some time, I was like, bro, it's just, because he might have asked me, somebody might have asked, like, somebody that really wanted us to do it was like, bro, why you can't make yourself do it? It's like, bro, it don't feel the same. I don't even want to do it. That's how I felt, bro. Like, I don't even want to set this up. I don't want to sit in front of this camera. I don't want to do all of it. Because at that point, before it felt genuine. It not even felt, it was genuine. We were literally being us. When we tried to come back the second time, that shit made me feel like, bro, I don't want to fake like I like this right now. Because I don't. And it's hard for me to fake shit like that. It's hard to fake what I don't like. And being in front of that camera, having to set that shit up every day or every other day when we shot, having to sit there, find the videos, like it just became grueling because it's like, what's the end game about this? Just to get views, because we're not getting paid from the views. We could get exposure, but you're not making no money.
Right.
And it just kind of like, I let my brother know, and I let the person talk to me. It's like, bro, I can't even apologize for it because I just don't feel it. I don't feel it. So, like, it was fun for a while it lasted. And you asked me what is brother was just something me and him did to just put ourselves somewhere. As much as we love sports, as much as we love talking, but we would talk about Lamar and them amongst ourselves, and we was just like, bro, let's put it on camera, bro. Let's put it on camera. And it just kind of took off. But I still wear everything today. That's the one thing I think I might try to do is just make the brand something. I wear this, you know me, bro. When I come on something like this, I'm gonna show my brand. I don't care if it's dead in the water or not. Man, I got all these shirts. I got all the templates. I got all that, bro. I'm gonna stamp brother to brother on everything, even if I'm not pushing it like that.
Right.
But yeah, it was fun, bro. It was something that's fun. It's something I would tell people, if you really want to do it, go do it. Just do a original dab on them.
You feel me?
Just do original content. That would be the only thing I would say. Just do original content.
Right.
Original content so you can get paid. Yeah, so you can get paid. Don't even start doing nothing that would get a copyright. No music, no sports. Like that's why podcasts are popping as much as they popping. And to be honest, we probably would have started, if we would have known the copyright shit, we probably would have started out with podcasts, because we probably would have been kind of what $1 million worth of game is now, or all these podcasts where you see it's two people and they kicking the shit back and forth, and now they got like, that's where we would have been had we done podcasts in the beginning. But podcast, that's what's so crazy, is podcast wasn't even popping like that, if you remember.
Yeah, it wasn't as popular.
Nobody was listening to podcasts like that. Like you were listening to sports podcasts, but you weren't listening to rapper podcasts. You weren't listening to, oh, let's talk about this, let's kick the shit, let's talk about pro black. There wasn't podcasts like that out there. Not popping. But yeah, bro, it was fun. It was fun. That's all I can really say. It was fun. But what else you got, nigga?
how you feel? So coming from like first let me ask you this. Before Brother to Brother, were you like an internet kid? Were you like a social media person? Did you ever put out content before Brother to Brother?
Like content, no. That I post, yeah. Content, like
Okay.
structured content, like did I where I was trying to exhibit some talent, or I was trying to exhibit a personality, or I was trying to exhibit something to catch an eye. No, I was just making posts.
Right.
So no, I not like, but I always knew I had a personality. That's one thing I can say is I always knew I had personality.
Right.
So when we started trying to figure out what to do, me having personality, I knew was one of the things that I was gonna bring to whatever we did. So before, to answer the question, no, I was not creating content like that before. Not before Brothers Brother. Brothers Brother kind of pushed me into that of like feeling like I could do it. Like, because even when I was on Twitter, like a lot of the Twitter stuff was what pushed me into it too, because on Twitter I was going viral every other day almost on Twitter.
Yeah, you
When
was
I had my run on
wild.
Twitter for them 2-3 years when we was doing Brother Brother, because I had a couple different pages. I had the Brother Brother page, but I also had my page, and my page was off the chain. So I would post
Right.
whatever, and certain shit would go viral. And it got to the point where damn near every other post that I was posting that was real provocative went viral. That's another thing that made me feel like at some point I feel like I have some type of, not power, I don't want to call it power, but there is a pull that when I post and when people see me post, they just go to it. Because
Right.
even with the brother, that's how a lot of it got promoted, because I just promoted, bro. Like, when I was on
Right.
Twitter, every day on Brother, I'm just posting clips.
Right.
I'm posting clips, I'm tagging everybody. I was really trying, like at that point in time, I was really trying to build a relationship with Lamar. So we posting all Lamar's videos, tagging Lamar, getting him to retweet. Him retweeting so many of our videos pushed us too. Because on Twitter, he's still active. He was real active then.
Right.
Lamar retweet will put you where you need to be, especially if you can get a cut. If he do it a couple times, it'll definitely have people be like, "Oh, Lamar replied to them. They got to be." And then it will have people come follow us and stuff like that. So it's like, nah, bro. Before any of the YouTube, no, I was not into like making funny videos or a lot of the vines. Like, I was not into that. Not at all. Not at all. That's what's so crazy about it seemingly being so easy for me, is because I had never done that. Like, I never even thought about doing it until the brother thing coming. You like, oh, you got some type of influence on the internet. Like, yeah, that's what made me start doing it. Like, even now with the reels and stuff like that, like, I don't do it as much as the other people, but I notice some of my reels be hitting numbers that be throwing me off. Like, I don't do a lot of numbers and views on my page. So when one of them reels hit 3,000 views or 4,000 views, I'd be like, how?
Right.
Because I don't do nothing. And half the time, I don't even hashtag nothing. I just post it. I've been hashtagging lately, but I don't hashtag everything. People be putting 30 hashtags. Like, I might put 3 hashtags in my shit. So
Right.
nah, I never had the aspirations of doing it like that, not before. But at the same time, if I'm gonna be honest, I ain't really, before the YouTube, like, I was just working. I didn't even really know what I wanted to do, if it was anything I wanted to do. At that point, I had to grow up a little bit after that, because I really didn't even, YouTube gave me something, but it's like, yo, bro, what you gonna do after that? So nah, I never really knew
Type
what I was
shit.
gonna do until about 25, 26. Nah, no. That's funny you asked me if I was doing that before. Nah, not at all. Not at all. I ain't even had a thought.
Cause I was just thinking, like, you remember a time like before really it was like kicking on the internet as far as social media. You remember like the internet and then social media, and then
Yeah,
now where everybody is like that's kind of like part of our story right here at Ali
yeah,
Entertainment, right? Everybody is a content creator, everybody's an artist, everybody's a performer, you know what I'm saying? There's
yeah,
like we were talking about, the artist is a new consumer.
yeah,
So like
yeah,
you've seen it develop. And now,
Yeah,
like, just like, you know what I'm saying, one day you decided to start a brand, you know what I'm saying, and started to create content and you just kind of
yeah.
like had a knack for it. Like, do you think, is that where do you see it going in the future? Just in general for
I
everybody,
seen.
and then your personal plans.
I honestly see advertisement being completely social media. Like, don't get me wrong. It's because it's crazy. I was having a conversation with Netta, my girl, the other night. Like, there are certain platforms that are going to be platforms regardless of what phases in and what phases out. So if you think about it, like the news, like you don't watch the news, do you? You don't watch the
No,
news at all.
no.
Not at all. We watch the news a little bit. Older generation make sure they watch the news. The generation older than that, they watch the news all day. My grandfather will sit on CNN, MSNBC. He will sit on them channels for 8 to 9 hours straight until he wants to watch golf. My parents watch the news in a lesser manner to try and figure stuff out, to see what's going on and to get updated. We watch the news in passing, to where if it's on, we're gonna check the weather. If it's on after that, it's just on after that if we don't turn it off. Because 9 to 10, we probably in our phone. Y'all don't watch the news at all. The generation underneath y'all don't know what the news is.
Right.
But I'm saying that to say the news still comes on. For all the generations that don't watch it, it's generations that watch it enough for it to stay. So with social media, is if it's enough of us on it, advertising, making it go, it ain't gonna go nowhere. I don't think it's at this point, social media is going to be the new norm for advertising, for figuring out news, for figuring out the weather. You can get on you don't even have to watch the news no more to get your weather. You get on your phone and you got an app, which is which is
Right.
which is damn near social media. These apps are tied into social media. The Weather Channel has a freaking Instagram, I guarantee it, and a Twitter. You know why? Because they still have to tap into you, to me, to the people underneath, to the people younger than us, to the people a little bit older than us. But like I told Ned the other day, the newspaper is still printed.
Right.
It's always there. If it lasts the test of time, it's going to always have somebody that needs it. So with social media going forward, it's just going to be based off of what's needed. And right now, all of us have our phones, so social media is definitely needed to get updated on everything. Some sports, the older generation used to have to get updated through sports through the newspaper and the news. That's how they figured out Kentucky won the national championship.
Right.
Figured out Seneca won the high school basketball championship because they watched the news or they looked in the newspaper. Now I can get on Bleacher Report in 5 seconds and figure out who won all these games from tonight, from the night before, and the day before. It's just about who needs it. And as much as our generations, my generation and Lord, maybe a little bit higher than my generation. Let's say 30 and under, 34, 35 and under, we're gonna need it. So it ain't going nowhere. I think it'll be bigger. It'll be bigger in the next 5 years. They're gonna figure out new shit in the next 5 years. It's just the way it's going. It's just because when the newspaper was big, then the news came out, people probably had their thoughts about, well, the news is probably or the newspaper gonna be phased out. They're gonna stop printing the newspaper because the news is here. No, bro. It's still old people that want to read the newspaper.
Right.
It's still old people that read them obituaries. It's still old people that read the movie times out of the newspaper. Because they can't work the phone. They don't know how to get on the app and see that you can whatchamacallit, you can figure this out on your phone. Nah, bro. I don't think it's going nowhere.
At least not right now.
Not right now. No. I think it's just gonna continue to get bigger. It's just gonna continue to get bigger. It's just gonna continue to be more. It's gonna be more apps. It's gonna be more social media. It's gonna be people coming up with new social media every other year. Yeah, bro. I think it stays. I don't think this is something that phases out. Phones ain't gonna phase out. I don't think social media phases out. But at the same time, it's like, how can it phase out when It's such an addicting thing.
It's very
We may
true.
have thought crack would have phased out. No, there are other drugs, but crack's still there. You feel me? Like everything has an audience, and social media just has a huge audience. Social media has a very huge audience because it's a bunch of generations that use it. If it was one generation that used it, then I could understand maybe it would phase out. But it's so many, like even there's 12 and 13-year-olds on it now.
Very true.
They TikToking it up and learning how to do TikTok at 7 years old. Like, nah, I don't think it's going anywhere. I just think it's gonna go bigger and further. The generations that are coming up now are a little bit smarter. They're gonna figure out how to make it this and make it that. 20 years from now, social media is gonna be something you just clicking, like it's just gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. I'm just glad we came from an era of going outside though. Putting the Game Boy down and going outside. You feel me? Like I think that's the only bad thing about it now is just everybody's on it all day long. I'm guilty. Like I'm guilty of it. Right. I just kind of feel like I know when it's like, you know what? It's time to put this down and go do something else for a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, I think social media is. I think that's here to stay for a while, I could tell you, I think I could die in social media and still be huge as hell. And I don't anticipate dying for another 50 years. You feel me? Like 50 years of social media could be
right.
Be end all be all. Like everything goes through social. If you don't have a social like that, man, you ain't got no Instagram. What type of niggas you? You don't get on Instagram.
I definitely can't trust you if you ain't got no Instagram.
How do you see? What do you? How do you figure anything out? You ain't got no Instagram. Niggas look at you like you crazy if you don't have an Instagram, bro. Real talk. Look at you like you are an idiot for not having social media.
No, it's facts.
My mama didn't even want one, and she has one facts. Now.
You said she wanted one now.
She didn't want one. My mom was like, I don't need no Instagram. I ain't got no Facebook. She don't have the apps, but she got an account, and she gets on there to meddle, just like everybody else.
Right. Just to look.
Just to look. Sometimes I get, bro, I'm so guilty of getting on Facebook and not liking or doing nothing but just looking at everybody's posts. I be feeling bad, bro, because I do it on Instagram too. Because I feel like there's people that be liking my post, and it's not even that I do it on purpose. Or I'm not being purposeful when I don't like your post. It's just I be on them scrolling. I don't think
it's not like everything comes in order.
Yeah, I don't think the hit. Do. Okay, yeah, go to the next one. Do. No, I'm thinking I'm just scrolling. That's just how I do social media, but nah, that shit's gonna be here, cuz.
See, that's crazy because I look at it as just engagement, right? So half the time I'm just like scrolling but like it, but I'm like click, go to the next one. If it's somebody that I recognize, no matter what it is, I'm going ahead, double tapping it just to so just engage.
Just to make
comment on there.
And see, that's why I'm at, because that's the crazy thing about my Instagram is I ain't never been the type of person to think engagement. I'm thinking me being me, I'm 33. I'm thinking I'm just posting. I ain't worried about I don't even care about likes in that way of like, oh, my post only got 7 likes. Okay, cool. We got 7 likes. The next one probably gonna get 3, but I'm still gonna post it. Right. I'm not thinking about posting it so 100,000 people like it. I'm thinking posting because I like it right there. And that's what's so crazy about it now is that's what it is. It's get the most engagement. And this is what I learned too, because I learned this when we was doing the brothers, like comments, likes, and stuff like that. That it matters to people, but also seeing people comment, people go comment.
Right.
Like if you don't have no comments, let's say you have no comments on your thing. Anybody here look at it? Let's say you got 4. Somebody gonna be like, I wonder what the 4 comments say.
Right.
What are the 4 comments talking about? What are they talking about? Oh, let's see. Like, yeah, bro, social media is weird. It's weird, bro. It's weird. And I get it when you making money, but it also be weird people who just be on there.
get validated by likes and shit. Like, nah, bro, no.
That's wild as fuck. Yeah, I definitely be on. I post. So we're currently, and this is a milestone. We're currently at 37,000 followers right on Instagram. 37.1K. And what we started doing was I started posting every reel that I saw had a lot of likes and shit like that. Like
hold
on
on,
the
girl.
explorers.
I can't hear you. Hold on, I gotta get this other headphone.
All right.
Hello.
You're
There we go.
My bad. Go ahead. What were you saying? Y'all said y'all how many followers now?
we're at 37,000.
37,000.
37.1K. Well, what we started doing was we had got up to like we were at 2,000.
Damn it! Hold on. It's just crazy.
You're
Yeah, okay, here we go. I had to go grab another pair of headphones. All right, so you said 37,000 followers.
yes.
Yeah, y'all do that shit. That's a lot, good.
So we were at around 2,000 followers before we actually made the name change to Always Look Inward. From there, we slowly climbed to about 7,000 by reposting reels. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit, and it got to like 7,000. And then we had one of our first reels hit 1 million views that we had posted. And once people see that you post certain shit, you know what I'm saying? See, like it sucked because it was random, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of random shit. So we had a bunch of random people following us, but they followed us because we posted random shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was still an audience at the end of the day. But we grew from there to 10,000 and we blew past 10,000. And I would say we're just now leveling out here at 37,000 just by reposting reels and stuff like that. Now we kind of tailored it down now that we do have, you know, send the audience, try to focus more on like our original content and like different shit that fits more towards the brand. But yeah.
Yeah. That's tight. That's especially on like I noticed the likes and shit going up on y'all's maybe within the last 2 years. Because at first looking at it is like you see it and it's like I think it might have been they might be maxing out at like 20, 30 likes. And then the other day I think I seen one and it was like 899 likes. It's like,
them niggas made a massive jump in a short time. Like, and what's so crazy is that's another way the social media is, bro. Is people will like shit just because it has a bunch of likes. They may not even like it.
Right.
They may not even like what you posted, but the fact that it's got 100,000 likes or it's got 100,000 views, people feel like they have to be like, "Oh, I saw that. Oh, I like that." Like that's how it's going. That's literally what it is going into. Like the videos that I posted on TikTok recently are random videos. I posted a picture of a rabbit, a little baby rabbit that was out there on the sidewalk, bro. It's got almost 1,000 views
Mhm.
just because I put rabbit, baby rabbit, and then I think maybe people listen to the commentary a little bit. I had people
Right.
literally commenting like, "Help him, do something. Don't just leave him out there." So it's like people just whatever's trending, people gonna jump on. So like you said, if you posting reels of people who doing stuff and it's trendy and it's
And you
something that people,
repost like sports highlights, repost shit from Sports Center, like all those
mm-hmm,
reels. That cause that's another thing. Instagram like reels go crazy. Reels are
yeah,
like the
because
engine
they
and stuff
geared
like
it, yeah,
that.
they geared it towards that because they had to almost not just say they had to compete with TikTok, but they had to be able to still be neck and neck with TikTok because at a point in time, TikTok had took off in such a short span. They took off. Like
Right.
when TikTok hit, people used TikTok, but it wasn't like that. There was a certain point in time where TikTok just went from being the app to being the app. Like it went from being just an app to being the one app that everybody talks about now. To the point where my old ass feels like in order for me to maximize everything, you have to get on TikTok.
Fact.
Because I would be content. I would be content with just doing it on Instagram. I would be content with that. But you're not gonna reach everything, and you're not gonna hit a certain potential by just doing it on Instagram because Instagram has a lot of guidelines and stuff that they may take certain stuff down. What I seen on TikTok, they ban stuff, but then it has to be some real egregious shit for it to get banned. Like you got to literally be showing nipples and doing all that on Instagram for it to get blocked type shit, or you have to
Right.
have a page that they've already blocked before. So nah, TikTok and and that's what Instagram did with the reels. Is just let's make the creating of the videos. Let's make it more complex, but yet make it more simple because they did more with it. It's just like TikTok. Like trying to figure out how to use TikTok, bro, was frustrating me, and not because it's hard, but because it's so much that you can do.
Right.
You can now do the read text where you put the text and the voice reads it.
Yeah.
Like when people were doing it, like I was trying to figure out, like, bro, how the hell you do that? What you got to do is you just have to go in and play with TikTok. And sometimes the older people don't want to. I don't want to go learn how to play with this. I'm already learning how to do Instagram up until this point. I'm just gonna keep learning Instagram. You telling me I gotta learn
Right.
Instagram Reels and TikTok now? It ain't always just something you want to go do. So it's like I have to make myself go get on TikTok to post what I posted on Instagram because I would rather just stay on Instagram. But if I'm gonna monetize, you kind of need them both. That's what I was about to ask you. Are y'all monetized? Have y'all monetized the Instagram?
So no, not yet. I had to change my office address for the business or whatever. So
Mm,
I got my old apartment in Lexington as the address or whatever. Once I change that, I can probably get badges on live. And I heard that
right.
they pay for the views on Reels. I just don't know how. I guess I gotta go through
Yeah.
my monetization options on Instagram. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's the same thing with TikTok too. I think now too. That's why people be so concerned with views on TikTok rather than they do likes because you're getting paid for your views and you getting promo opportunities from all of that what people want you to promote on their page. That's more so what I was asking you. You need to use that too as a promo thing because I seen you post that 35 million people in a month.
right,
Like that needs to be that's y'all's ticket into getting people to pay y'all to promote on their page.
right,
Is the fact that y'all have so much engagement. Like and for it to be organic like that is even more crazy.
right,
Because I'll let you know, bro, we did it for a certain point in time with the Instagram of learning how to get people to follow you. And what we were kind of doing, the program we were kind of doing, it was still kind of organic, but it also kind of what and to be able to grow a page organically, that's some shit that can't nobody say like, oh, well, you get these views. No, I get these views because I post for 3 years straight every day, 3 times a day, and now my views just reflect that. That's what that is. A lot of these people do that, and they get these people that come in with bots and stuff like that. A lot of bots follow, and you can set your page up on a program to where it goes and follows a bunch of people. Then people follow back, and then you unfollow all them people, bro. Like that's how we used to do it. Like especially when we were trying, but then we learned that didn't work as much as you wanted to, because then it's not counted. None of it's counted. Like the views and shit don't be counted. All that shit don't be counted. Like Instagram and YouTube are really strict on what views they let be views.
Right.
So nah, it's this is a new age we live in where I think social media. I believe social media is gonna be the one place where promotion is done exclusively at a certain point in time.
Facts.
Because movies and stuff like that still come out with commercials, but 9 times out of 10, you hear about a movie on Instagram, Facebook. That's where I hear about all the movies that we go see. Like I heard about I'm pretty sure I heard about the Sonic movie from Instagram before a trailer dropped, before I seen a trailer on TV or any of that. I seen it on Instagram. And I
Niggas like
sent it to,
niggas like me watch the reviews on YouTube.
yeah, you feel me? Like nobody waiting on a commercial to come on TV. Nah, I'm on my phone. I can go look it up if I wanted to. You can go on YouTube, and YouTube will have the freaking ad for something. As soon
Right.
as you pop up on YouTube, there's an ad for something as soon as you get on it. You scroll down a little bit of some video, you scroll down, it's an ad in the middle. Everything is based off ads, and putting them on social media because so many people are on social media is the smartest thing to do. So a lot of people do that paid promo. It's because you can get paid to do it. People be charging too. People be getting paid to do it.
Right.
Paid to do promo, cuz. That's what I want to do. Paid to do promo? That's crazy. And my promo game's crazy. Or it
Right.
was. I don't know if it's like that now. It was back then. I mean, I could probably still do it, but it was stupid crazy back then. Like I promoted my butt off. I made sure we was gonna get our views, cause no doubt.
Hell no. That's crazy. We live in
Shit,
a
what else you
crazy
got to talk
world,
about?
man. We live in a crazy
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
Um, I
It's
got
always been crazy though. That's what's so crazy.
you know,
People
you
want to act
know,
like it's crazy now. It's been crazy.
I got something we could talk about. So last year you attended Knockout Music Festival.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna ask you about it, but listen, tomorrow, Knockout Music Festival, second annual. That's crazy. That's
Tomorrow, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I wish I could go. I gotta work. I wish I could go, cuz I ain't even gonna lie to you. I wish I could go because the first one was hard. Yeah. The first
Well,
one was
actually, no, I'm lying. Oh shit, the knockout.
word.
Actually, that bitch is in April. I lied, but yeah, still
Ah,
though,
I got you.
the second annual is coming up.
Ah, you did tell me it was in April. What you say you was gonna ask me about it?
I was gonna say, how was it? How did you feel? You feel me? How was it to be at a basically all the entertainment event?
Hey, bro, it was worth it. I'm all at my age, bro. I'm I'm all about trying to get the most out of what I pay. So when you go places like that, you go to concerts, you go to clubs, you want to get the most out of your money, and it was fun, bro. I felt old there. I ain't gonna lie, I felt old there. I felt like I was one of the older people there, but but at the same time, because it was fun, it was a good time. Like y'all really did that right. I personally think the only thing that may have the only thing that I could guess I could say something not great about was the host last time. And not because I necessarily think he was bad, but just because I feel like that was one of his first times hosting something.
Right.
Like, not that he did bad, he just kind of seemed like he was kind of stiff a little bit more than.
Right.
And he got loose about it. He got looser as it went on. I didn't get to stay the whole time, but he got looser as it went. But it was still kind of like I still remember. It's crazy though. I still remember a couple of the performances from that. Lilo,
Right.
I remember Lilo's performance.
You know what's crazy, bruh? That's crazy you say that because she's on the team now.
Yeah, I be saying her. Yeah, I remember her performance because her songs was cold. Them was
Yeah.
performance songs. She had some performance songs. Them songs was cold. And the way she did it all on like I was hyped for it. Like I'm one of the people in the crowd. I think I have videos of that. It might be on my page. It may not be. I don't know what happened to them. I had paid it. I'm in the crowd. I don't know her. I ain't never met her. I ain't never even spoke to her before that. She's on stage and I'm just, you know me, bro. I'm a music head. So once I listen and I'm hearing it, I'm like, oh, okay, she's okay. And the further she go, it don't drop off. I'm like, hey, so I'm in the crowd. She do the second song, and I'm just in the crowd.
Right.
Hey, I might have gave her 5 on the stage, and I like, yeah, I remember some of them performances. They were good. I still remember that little crazy white boy y'all had there, or the crazy Mickey boy.
Oh
Drunk
yeah,
that
bro.
lady's orange juice. He jumped out in the crowd, drunk that lady's orange juice,
Wait, he
or
did
spilled the
what?
he spilled the orange juice.
Ah.
I
He
can't remember
sent
what he was,
us
but he might have had blonde hair. He was just wild. He was wild, bro. He was wild. But he jumped out of the crowd. He was in the crowd, and the lady might have had an orange juice on the table. He just grabbed the orange. Cause that shit hurt me, cuz. It hurt me, bro. It literally hurt me.
That's hilarious.
But that's the vibe from the show. It was fun, bro. That's all I can say. It was funny. You could tell the way I did the first one that y'all were gonna be able to sustain it. Because people were gonna want to come and be a part of that. Whether they performing or watching. When you can put on a show and it's seemingly set up the right way, there was no real mishaps. There was no real issues. There was no bullshit. Nobody trying to fight. Nobody trying like. It was a bar. If you were old enough to drink, you could drink. They had food. Like it was a really fun time, and it felt like this is something that you're literally going to be able to continue to do just because of the first one felt so good that there was only one. You can only go up. You couldn't go down from there.
Right.
Like there was no way to go down from having that one as the first one and then everything else go downhill after that. No, because the blueprint for that was what it is. Have people perform, have it be an open setting, all kinds of different acts so that it's different people in the crowd. Because
Right.
most people are gonna bring people. So
Right.
when you're if one person if one act brings 5 people and another act brings 5 people, that's 10 people from 2 acts who are different, who are completely different. Like even dude who jumped out in the crowd, he had his crowd there. They was hyping him up. And then when he starts doing the rest of the crowd gets into it because he's got a crowd hyping him up. Well,
Right.
you don't want to be left out from looking like you're having a good time. Of course you're gonna yeah, 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 yeah. Of course you're gonna do that. Even if you don't know this
Hell
man, you ain't
yeah.
never heard none of his music. You see what's going on, you better get into it. That's how it felt. Like, and that was most of the performances that night. That one dude, what's the big nigga's name?
Big Root.
Nah, dark skinned nigga.
Talking about Don Grip.
Yeah, that nigga was that his performance is amazing. His performance is amazing. That nigga puts on a show. Real talk. He puts on a show, cuz. I remember Lilo's, and I remember Next Time. Because I think I remember telling Next Time about Next Time perform some of the party songs,
Yeah.
please. Perform the party songs. Because Next Time has party songs. I listen to Next Time music on my phone. He has songs that are better than that.
He just be
He
performing
do,
different
bro. He
shit.
has songs. He has not better than that, but are like get the crowd going type shit. He's got shit that'll do that. Like he didn't have. You don't have to play them slow songs, bro. Like play that upbeat, that Big Red. I'm like Big Red. Hey, you got the window of my
My
crib.
crib. Right, right, right.
Like that's what he needs to be playing. Like that, yeah. Like what he say? I can't think. It's that one song. Dang, I can't think of it right now. But yeah, nah, bro. It was fun. It was fun. I still remember it from a year ago, so it was fun, cause like I'm just glad y'all kept going.
Yeah, we literally started.
glad
We
y'all
ran
kept going.
a bunch of different set of shows. We ended up going weekly for a while there too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Every Monday.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's just
cause y'all
crazy.
got the right. Y'all have the right plan, and y'all have the right people in place to help make it what it is. Like y'all really do, and it's evident that y'all really want it to work because it's working. It don't always have to work, cause
That's
sometimes you gotta
facts.
make it work. Sometimes you gotta make it work. If you can make it work, it's just that much more better when you can make it work. Everything ain't destined to work. Some stuff is, some stuff ain't. Some stuff is you supposed to work, and y'all work, and y'all got it to where it's at now to where this the second year, and y'all had. It's not like y'all had one show and waited a year and had another show. Like no, y'all had that show and y'all went and had shows, and now it's the anniversary of that one show, which just makes that one show even that much more monumental because y'all made it to year two. All while still having shows in between. Like
Right.
that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about making it work. Because I could have thrown one party and then thrown another party every 3 months. Nah, y'all threw one party and it was like, we'll be back next week. we'll be in Lexington. We'll be in Lexington the week after that. We'll be back in Kentucky the week after that, and we'll be back in like that's what y'all did. Y'all went for it, and y'all didn't wait, and y'all didn't say, all right, well, we're gonna throw one in January, we're gonna throw one in February. Like, nah, we're gonna throw one January 10th, we're gonna throw another one on January 17th. From the
Facts.
17th to the 21st, and from the 21st to the first. Like we gonna just throw shows. And that's what made it what it is. That's why y'all are where y'all are. And it's like I said, it ain't nothing janky about it, ain't nothing fluky about it. It's just real people putting on real shows. That's all it is.
That's just crazy. That's
Real talk,
hilarious.
cuz. That's all it is.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, we'll be right back. I think that's what you told me that night. That night at the show, you was like, "Yeah, we got one show this week." It's like, "All right, what's the next one?" Shit, next week in Lexington. Like, what?
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
already got it set up? Yeah, cuz we got a month's worth of shows coming. Like, damn.
Yeah.
It's the first one, and you already got the next three planned out. And that's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit I'm saying. Like, y'all have to. Some shit you have to work. Some shit has to work because you make it work. Like I
Nah,
said, y'all
that
could have
definitely
stopped. Y'all could have done one show a month. Nah, y'all doing four a month, damn near 3 or 4 a month, and then having side festivals, and then having certain like, yeah, bro, y'all are killing it right now, seriously. And I want y'all to keep going because
Facts.
it's amazing.
Damn, Perk, you got all the angles.